Chapter 9, Create Your Own Happy World. Audiobook on What is Destiny? The Absolute Law of Karma by Sharma Acharya. Distress is always unwelcome. Its immediate experience is bitter. Nevertheless, it is ultimately meant for the well being and happiness of man. Distress is an extraordinarily effective mechanism provided by God for the rectification of evil traits and the augmentation of positive values. A human life is a blissful and self enlightened spark of Supreme Being. That force of eternal consciousness has self created this world to be intrinsically blissful. The brief periods of unhappiness in life are provided to give the needed momentum to the progressive evolution of the soul or life energy. Such periods do so by reminding the being about the true purpose of human life, the awakening to its original nature as a reflection of the divine. Events producing unhappiness in life are few and their impact is self evident. But we must remember that whatever suffering we experience is the result of our forgetfulness of our true self. Destiny and circumstances are the result of our mental and physical deeds, but how we face them is entirely up to us. Being a spark of the blissful Supreme Being, the soul is intrinsically blissful, and so there can be no real existence of unhappiness for the inner self. Neither is there any natural unhappiness in the orderly and harmonious indwelling of nature. Para ends. Do not be afraid of misfortunes that generate adversity and unhappiness. Do not lose your mental equilibrium. Face misfortunes boldly. Instead of getting worried or anxious, be prepared to sail through them. Embrace misfortune as though it were an ill mannered but warm hearted friend who uses foul language and makes unpleasant criticism but always wishes for the best outcome for you. Do not forget that when misfortune passes away, it leaves behind the gift of increased self confidence, wisdom, and insight. Like a brave soldier, face misfortune defiantly and say, quote, "Oh, oncoming misfortunes, you are like my children. I'm your creator." Therefore, I welcome you with open arms. You are my legitimate offspring. So, how can I disown you? You are free to play in the courtyard of my life. I'm not a coward. I won't shed tears in desperation on meeting you. I'm not morally so bankrupt that I will avoid paying for my own misdeeds. Being a creation of that supreme being, I'm an expression of that absolute truth, absolute benefaction, and absolute virtue. Come, you ugly products of my ignorant karmas. Come, I have the courage to accommodate you in my life. I don't need help from anyone. You have arrived to test how courageous I am. I am prepared to face you. Unquote. Para ends. Friends, don't commit blasphemy. Don't ever say this world is bad, wicked, or torturous and full of unhappiness. In this world created by God, each element is a masterpiece. Nothing is bad or uncalled for in the holistic view of creation. If you blame creation, you are also casting aspersions on its creator. Saying that the pot is badly made is equivalent to questioning the capability of the potter. How could you dare to underrate the qualification of your omnipotent parents? When you say that this world is full of misery and disparity, you are casting aspersions on the integrity of the God. In this celestial creation, there is not one iota of unhappiness. Our ignorance itself is the cause of our bad karmas and consequent miseries. Come, let us cleanse and purify our inner selves of our evil thoughts and wickedness so that we are totally and finally released from our miseries and acquire ultimate deliverance. Para ends. Subheading: Create your own world. The physical cosmos, according to one philosopher, is made up of inert components which can be molded into any desired configuration. The doer, man, is animate, whereas elements of the cosmos are inert. The animate does has the capacity to utilize an inert substance in accordance with his will. A potter is free to make any object of pottery out of raw mud. A goldsmith can make any ornament from gold. With a needle and thread, a tailor can make any shirt or pair of trousers. The world, as well as we perceive it, is composed of the full array of forms and the formless in cosmic creation. All of these are manifestations of different levels and combinations of the three intrinsic impulses of nature. In spiritual parlance, these three inert attributes or tendencies or gunas of nature are known as sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. Broadly speaking, sat means the most refined, cohesive, and super conducive medium of the spirit. Tamas means the most opaque, ignorant, and inert form, and Rajasic as the most perturbed, active, and unstable tendency in which both Sattvic and Tamasic coexist in a continuous state of disequilibrium. Man is free to vary the combination or extent of these gunas with one predominant over the other two or refine the expressions in his tendencies. Para ends. In a garden, there is a mud and a muck, as well as the fragrance of flowers. Worms creep in the mud, flies are drawn into the muck, and the bees go straight to the flowers. Everyone receives the things of his or her choice. Bats and owls can see even during the darkest of the nights. Honeybees are able to detect fructose in the tiny flowers hidden in a thick bush, and poisonous snakes can manufacture venom out of harmless organic substances. In this world, good and bad things, virtues and vices, morality and immorality coexist everywhere. It is like that super cafeteria where the consumer has the free choice to procure sweet, sour, or bitter food. The shelves of the supermarkets of the world are stocked with unlimited variety. Customers enter the shop and purchase items that are to their liking. Our Supreme Mother has prepared dishes to suit everyone's taste. Based on the idiosphere, energy field of one's thoughts and emotional currents, they attract persons with a similar attitudes and idiosphere. Like positive and constructive thoughts of wise persons generate an ambience that attracts and inspires similar thoughts and thus helps the expansion of the good thoughts and activities. So, by refining one's thoughts, one can get support from the powerful idiospheres of compatible thoughts and gradually refine the ambience and hence the quality of your life. Your life and your world is at by large a reflection of your thoughts and aspirations. So, it is up to you to create the world of your choice. Para ends, chapter ends. Thank you.